Okay, so this is an 06 F350 four-wheel drive. It's got the 6.0 dually dump truck with the plow. Come on. Well, my problem is at night when I was working on my truck, I couldn't see anything. So for $17 on Amazon, I hooked these lights up. And what I did, when you get the packaging, you want to find a spot on your vehicle that's going to hit your hood. If you were to put the trigger switch wherever it's going to be, I'm pretty sure I should have put it here, but I don't know if it would have threaded there. I would have had to change the thread count anyway, and I can't get to the underside of this because it's core support and it's not channel, it's like square. So I had to put it on this rail, and then I didn't want to go over here and make it inferior because this has a little rib right there. So I put it in between that ribs for structure. And I ended up having to put this piece of aluminum with stainless steel self-tapping washer head screws, pan head screws, to make sure that this hood trigger actually hits, because it wasn't hitting. You can see where it was hitting at first, but after working it, sorry about the cars, after working it 3 or 4 times, it ended up wanting to bend. As you can see, the bolt itself isn't really loose, but this likes to wiggle back and forth, and that's why it's probably already starting to wear out. I ought to figure out putting something else in there. Anyway, so it's got an inline fuse right there. Make sure you're zip tying this inline fuse because that connection is so close. And if this wiggles, you can wiggle out your splice connector. So then it runs from that black, the ground, to this here where it splits off. You got your red connected to one of these, or yeah, this here connects to red and black, I believe. Either that or it's just power, I forget. Anyway, yeah, so this black runs into those, it's power. Anyway, these are your power connectors. They twist in. When you put them in, you got to twist them in and they lock tight. Make sure you're zip tying everything. So as you run these lights, you got to run your lights underneath all this stuff or on top, it don't matter. I just wanted the little wires away so that they don't get snagged as much. And then this kind of sucks. You could put some tube channel up in here, which actually, now that I said that, I'm probably going to. I have some extra electric tubing, especially right here. That's a weak point. And I just fed it right up through here. There's one that's longer. One of the wires is longer. So find your longer wire and run it right through that channel and out. And if it's cold, you're gonna definitely want to take brake cleaner and clean off this right down to, nice paint, your metal, because all this is carbon. You know what I'm saying? I'll do there, TR. Anyway, big thing is it was like literally 10 degrees with a negative wind chill. So I took my map gas torch and I held that up there with one arm and held the other one with the torch, and I just got the metal nice and hot. Take your time, let it go back and forth. Don't just keep the torch on one spot. Especially once you take that red tape off of this, you're gonna wanna make sure you flip it so that that torch is heating up that 3M tape and heat up your metal as well. And just keep doing that for about 2 minutes, and it will end up heating this metal and that 3M nice and hot and sticky. And then you wanna stick it, obviously. And then what I did, as you can see, I took tight bond silicone, or you can do 0-second grab Loctite, any type of sticky silicone I like 0-second grab Loctite. That's my favorite. You can get it in the white or you can get it in clear. But anyway, I would have used that if I had it, but I had Tight Bond, which is basically the same stuff. It's for cabinets in the bathroom vanities, kitchen vanities, stuff like that. And I sealed it. So not only do I have 3M tape sticking that in that was nice and torched in and hot, so it really sticky, but I also made sure that there was no retention against that while I drive, the shaking and vibration. And before anything, you want to make sure you use brake cleaner or something to clean all the carbon off this, and just keep using separate parts of the rag until you've got no black on your white rag or whatever. You want to make sure when you wipe, there's nothing, no carbon at all, so that it's nice and, clean. So then I heated it, stuck it, and then once I got it stuck and I made sure I was in the right spot, I siliconed it in so that there's no retention against that 3M. So basically, I'm not just being held there by 3M tape, I'm also being held there by that silicone. And that's the biggest thing, resistance, retention. Those are the biggest things that are going to fail every time. Like that wire right there. That'll be my first failure. And then that plastic trigger cap is already starting to wear out. So I need to make sure when I hit it, I'm hitting it flat on instead of by an angle. And I think I have to move the angle of that metal channel. However, LED lights in the nighttime, they light up great. And I'll edit in this at night. As soon as nighttime comes, I'll come out here and open it up and show you just how bright they are. Big, huge help. Another thing is the angle of your light. You noticed I didn't angle the light so that it's pointing outward. I tried to get it so that it's pointing inward as much as possible. That's why I put it on this channel here, because it kind of angles in a little bit. And you don't want to blind your eyes. You want to light that stuff up. It's about the best angle I could have put it on for those two strips of LED. So, if you have any questions, put it in the comments. I'll try to get back to you on that. And yeah, so the red that splits off of this, I just spliced right into my red power. Okay, your inline fuse is going to protect this. If anything ever happens to that wire, it'll ground out, it'll heat up and hit that fuse instead of burning the lights. That fuse won't allow this wire to heat up so much that it burns out your system or starts a fire in your vehicle. Obviously, make sure your fuse is in all the way and water is not getting on it. So I'm going to go get my electrical tubing, protective tubing, and I'll put that back on there. I'll put that on there and I'll stick it way up in there so that this electrical is protected and also protected. And this, I'm going to have to change that because you can see it's hitting on an angle. I may even have to move this, but I'd rather not. If I just move this over a little bit, I think I can grab it better. But thanks for watching. I'll put a video attached to this, or I'll just do a part 2 in the dark. Either that or I'll just wait. Yeah, that's right. All right. Thanks for watching.